You're listening to my WorldNet Daily exclusive audio article. Today's WorldNet Daily exclusive audio article is entitled, "Is This Why Major Corporations Are Getting Woke and Going Green?" Are corporations seeing a future that many of us don't quite yet? A future where they have to fall in line, back the correct social and environmental issues in order to curry favor with those who really run the world economy, the World Economic Forum, or WEF? Is it why some 200 top corporate CEOs met in 2019? They came together, as written in Forbes, in what's called the Business Roundtable to, quote, redefine the purpose of a corporation and show the power and importance of business, unquote. This redefinition included the following aspirations. Quote, instead of focusing solely on profits, modern companies should invest in their employees, customers, and social issues. More Americans depend on businesses to take a stand and make a difference on important issues instead of government. And it could be the starting point for business groups leading social change, unquote. I, and I'm sure many millions of other Americans would beg to differ. We would prefer that the corporations we patronize simply provide us with the best products and services our hard-earned money can buy, and leave the politics to the politicians. In other words, as Laura Ingraham once said addressing LeBron James and Kevin Durant, quote, keep the political commentary to yourself, or as someone once said, shut up and dribble, unquote. But of course they didn't, not by a long shot. LeBron and others ramped up the wokeism, if that's even a word, and now that same social justice nonsense has bled into the business community. On its face, it makes no sense. After all, as Michael Jordan was reported to have said in the 90s, Republicans buy sneakers too. Jordan actually said at the time that, quote, he wasn't into politics, he explained, didn't really know the issues. And as he later told a friend, Republicans buy shoes too. Jordan claimed he said it in jest, but didn't deny saying it. How refreshing, an athlete, or frankly any powerful influencer, admitting that he didn't know the issues so felt it wasn't proper to comment. My, how things have changed. And for a long time, corporations felt the same way. Sure, maybe they might stick a toe in the water and, quote, teach the world to sing in perfect harmony, unquote, but that was about it. Now corporations have gone full woke. And why? Well, in my opinion, it is because they see the coming of the ESG era, the dawn of the corporate environmental social governance rating, and it all goes back to the WEF, the UN Agenda 2030, and the Great Reset. It is said that when virtually anything untoward is perpetrated, all one has to do to find the genesis of any plot, plan, motivation, etc. is follow the money. Whether it's personal, business, or political wrongdoing, just follow the money. This, I believe, is why many corporations are going woke, why they seem to care more about global warming and social justice issues than their own customers. The WEF Great Reset involves the steering of potentially trillions of dollars in investment in the world's most woke corporations. Yes, just as governments have done, the WEF, through ESG scoring, will pick winners and losers. Corporations who promote social justice and environmental cause will be the winners of the huge WEF pool of cash. No longer will these investors look at a company's growth, profit and loss, etc. Instead, they will pick winners based on a corporation's carbon footprint, green sustainability, and whether and how much they've given to radical leftist social justice warrior groups. The WEF is a cabal of the world's richest individuals. But this syndicate also includes over 100 of the world's largest banks and investment houses under the umbrella of the Partnership for Carbon Accounting Financials, or PCAF. Mark Carney, a consultant for the PCAF and former Bank of England governor, stated last year, quote, to achieve zero emissions, we need a whole economy transition. Every company, every bank, every insurer and investor will have to adjust their business models, develop credible plans for the transition, and implement them. For financial firms, that means reviewing more than emissions generated by their own business activities. They must measure and report the emissions generated by the companies they invest in and lend to. PCAF's work to standardize the approach to measuring financed emissions is an important step to ensuring that every financial decision takes climate change into account, unquote. In other words, the saying, get woke, go broke, may be dead wrong, particularly regarding the green agenda. It seems more likely that corporations will begin to find it impossible to survive, attract investors, obtain loans and working capital without selling their souls to the woke green overlords. Thank you for listening.